afternoon, good evening, and welcome to the SSF Romcast. I am, as always, if you've joined us before, the lovely Jessica Haynes, and I am joined by the even lovelier.
I don't feel like I should say Emma Jackson then because you set it up like that. But that is
Oh,
me. I am here,
that's
the
what the first
co-host.
person gets to do.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, I'm still not going to ever become the first person. I don't know. I'm too stuck in my ways with that now. And we are also joined today by author Lucy Mitchell, who you will see if you are
Uh,
watching us.
Also,
She's
super
down
lovely.
there. Yes,
Thank
also super
you. Hello,
lovely.
everybody.
Yeah, this is our last episode of season 12. So we're going to be chatting to Lucy about her book, Every Time We Touch, which we
Yeah,
always get the song in our head. How many times does
I
that
know.
happen to you?
I, it's amazing, isn't it? It's such an amazing song. I
Oh,
know.
super.
Yes. So, first and foremost, we
Yes.
always like to ask our
Yeah.
guest to just tell us a bit
My
about
little.
yourself. Oh,
Oh,
look
I
that
at
is so
know.
that.
super.
Yeah.
I haven't got my author copies yet. So my husband got made this for
Oh.
me. I'm like,
Mm.
oh,
That's
yes,
so
that's my book.
sweet.
Oh,
Lovely.
that is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, yeah, tell us who it will most appeal to as well. We kind of like think
Okay.
that's a good way of angling it.
Yeah.
Say you can say a little bit about the story, but like who
Okay.
it is going to be the
Okay.
catnip for.
Okay. Every time we touch, it's about a bookseller, Nellie, who has the ability to touch people and she sees how their love story ends. So she sees the ghosting, the cheating, the dumping. She sees the couples who actually live out until they're old and wrinkly. She sees the awkward letdowns in coffee shops. She sees everything. And as you can imagine, after 30 odd years of seeing all these love stories end, she's been put off love. She wants nothing more to do with it, which she would do, wouldn't it? So she lives the life of a hermit because she just doesn't want anything to do with love. And she hides herself away in the bookshop that she works in. And lo and behold, fate intervenes and she is forced to find a flatmate. And the flatmate is handsome romance author Oliver James. And when she touches him, she doesn't see anything. So she doesn't see how their love ends. So she goes into a spiral. And yeah, that's basically my book.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Mm,
no, that sounds awful. Let's
I
just.
know. Yeah, I can't see. But is it, why does she not see anything? I think that's what the question is. And can she trust herself or can she trust him? Is he a heartbreak waiting to happen? She spent so long avoiding love and seeing how love ends. Can she put her faith in actually the start of love? So,
Mm,
yeah, yeah,
yes, that's it.
poor Nelly.
I
Yes.
Oh,
And
know.
so my book will appeal to readers who love a heroine with a unique ability. So, fans of maybe The Dead Romantics by is it Ashley Polston?
yes.
Um, Readers who love a guarded heroine. I love a guarded heroine. Fans of is it Elephant Eleanor Oliphant is actually fine. So
Okay.
fans of that sort of, closely guarded heroine. Bookshop settings. I'm sure there's lots of fans out there who like
Oh,
that.
yes.
And mm, and the trope one bed. Unfortunately, there is a plumbing disaster, and Nellie and Oliver have to sleep in one bed. But because of her touching issue, and she doesn't like any physical contact, he builds her a pillow wall. So yeah, so fans of that trope will love that as well.
The
Yes, big pillow fort. I love the pillow fort.
Mm.
yes. God, I love only one
Yes.
bed so much.
I do.
Mm.
So, yeah, well, anybody who's been here before, we know we talk about all of the different fantasy subgenres with sci-fi,
Yeah,
everything thrown in, and we
yeah.
kind of bundled yours into speculative.
Mm.
If you agree with us, could you explain the
Yeah.
characteristics that you think define that?
I think a quote that I found, and I can't remember where it is, when I started this journey with this book, was that it loosens reality a little bit. So
Yeah.
it plays around with something in reality. And it's about explores the other quote I found was explores what ifs. So what if a woman had a unique ability? When she touched someone, she could see how love ends. So it's that, and it's still a love story. So it's firmly rooted in that love story plot, but I've just sort of loosened reality a bit and given her a unique ability. So yeah, that's how I describe it.
Yeah,
That
I
makes
think it's a
sense. Yeah.
nice, yeah, I think it's a nice gateway in for people who don't want to just sort
Mm,
of jump straight into minotaurs or dragons or
Exactly.
anything to
No,
kind of just go,
exactly.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a stepping
They'll end
stone.
up there, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
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 It's a
definitely,
gateway drug.
definitely.
That's
It
what's
yeah.
going
is.
on.
There you go.
We were just talking about all the love stories that are
Yes.
in the book, and we wondered, other than the central romance,
Yeah.
what was your favorite to write?
I think it's Hilary and Aunt Polly. And Aunt Polly is obviously, yeah, Nellie's aunt, but Hilary is her best friend who she fell out with. Aunt Polly fell out with this friend 10 years ago. But the reason why I like this story is I think we've all got fourth emergency friends. Like the friends you ring or the people who come to you to rescue in an emergency or whatever it is, whatever problem you're facing in life. There are friends that always turn up no matter what, and
Hmm.
I just really like that. So I wanted to encapsulate that in Hilary and Polly. Yeah.
I will say, out of all of the characters and the couplings in the books, that was the one I did want to shake because you are there like, oh my God,
Yeah.
please, please, just ladies, come on.
Yeah, I know. There was a romantic element in it, which I loved as well, but it was just that fact that sort of where's Hillary? So that both
Yeah,
Polly and Nellie, it felt as though she was missing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like that. So yeah.
it's lovely. I really enjoyed her the rekindling of her friendship, of Nellie's friendship.
Oh yeah,
I can't remember her name is great. It
Eva,
begins with an E,
Eva.
Eva. That's
Eva.
it, and it was
Yeah,
an E.
yeah,
But yeah, I thought that was really lovely. That sort of coming
yeah,
back together and how determined her friend was as well. That
yeah,
was
and
nice.
yeah, and also I did think about that because it must be hard if you can see how love ends all the
Mm.
time. It must really annoy your friends, mustn't it? Because
Yeah.
you know you must be constantly that your friend had come in and said, "Right, this really handsome guy. I mean, he's really hot," and you touch him, you're like, "Yeah, cheater,
No,
no good."
that's it.
You,
Oh, yeah, just imagine all sat around the pub and it's like, oh, I've
yeah,
got this new boyfriend, and
yeah,
everybody would turn to her and go,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Is
here we
it
go.
gonna work out? Yeah. What do we
secret ti
think?
secret Tinder profiles. Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
it would
Oh,
just be you'd end up having no friends, would you? And I sort of
oh,
wanted to sort of delve a bit deeper into that
Yeah.
friendship. Yeah, so yeah,
Lovely.
bless. Yeah, so we're going to go away from that bit now and we're going to
okay,
focus on Oliver. So he's got his writer's block at the minute, bless him.
yes,
Yes.
yes.
Have you ever struggled with it? And if so, do you have some tips that you can give
Mm,
to us and all of the other writers in the world as to
mm.
how to get over that thing?
So okay, I think it's what you call manifesting. But anyway, I have an ability, and I don't know how, and I've not done this with lottery wins yet. It doesn't work for that, but I have an ability where I can write things down that I write it as though it's happened, like I have a first draft, or I have solved a plot hole. And if I write it down enough, it turns up. So I have manifested first drafts, second drafts, I've manifested edits. I don't know what it is, but I've also manifested other really bizarre things. So for things really random that just turn up in my life once I've written them down. And my family do say, why aren't we doing this with lottery wins?
Yeah.
And
Yeah, or
and a massive
kittens.
and a kittens, puppies, yeah. But why? Yeah. So I do that, and every time I've had to write a blog, I just write down that I've already solved the problem, and within 2 days or a day, the
Wow.
answer comes. And I honestly, it's really mad. But everything I write down, it just seems something things just seem to appear in my life. Characters, I've met characters as well. That's really weird.
Yeah.
So people at home must be thinking, oh my goodness.
Well, I was going to say, an add-on question. Do you do this for
Hmm.
other people just by any
Yeah.
chance?
I've
Just
never
if
tried it
people
on other
messaged?
people. I've never tried it on
Okay.
other people. But some really odd things that I've written down have appeared in my life a couple of days after. And it's just, it is really weird. And I don't know what it is, but and maybe it's because I visualize it or whatever. But I do I just do like 369. Is it where you write it three times in the morning, six times at lunchtime, and nine times? People think I'm obsessed. I am. I've done this for a lot of things in my life, and a lot of things have come true, and it's just down to this, which is really bizarre.
Yeah. Yeah, don't knock it if you haven't tried it, I
If,
guess that's
I
the
was like,
thing.
I
if
really
anybody
don't
wants
want
to
to
write
jinx
in,
it. Yeah, I was gonna say I really don't want to jinx it, but I really want to say something now. Like, you write down carrot cake and see what
yeah,
happens. Just
Just that
yeah,
cocktail. Write down the
yeah, or
cocktail
cocktail,
and
yeah,
see
yeah,
and
if
see if
that
yeah.
it
But
hand
happens.
really,
appears with the
yeah,
cocktail.
yeah, yeah. I
It
might do
could.
actually. Yeah,
It could.
yeah, yeah. So obviously,
Ah,
I was writing down all last year, well, to appear on the SFF podcast.
no.
Yeah, I was, and I wrote it down.
Oh,
I wrote it down a couple of days before Emma emailed me and said, "You want to come on the
oh,
podcast?" So again,
Oh
I'm
my
manifesting it
God.
straight in. Yeah, but
oh.
Wow.
it works
We've
for
been manifested.
you have.
I
It
love
does work. It does work. I
this.
promise
That's
you.
awesome.
Mm. So
Brilliant.
there we are, a little bit magical.
Yes.
Very
Well, I was going to
much so.
say, if there's any place to talk about it, it would be
It is
It,
here.
now.
You know?
and I felt comfortable by coming on here and actually admitting to this, this unique
Excellent.
ability.
It would be
Because
quite sad if readers of like fantasy and sci-fi are so grounded that they'd be like, no.
Aw.
We can
No.
read all sorts of amazing magical
yeah,
stuff, but
Oh,
not
I think
believe
you're
in the magic in the real
yeah.
world.
And I think your listeners would love that. You know,
yes.
that's yeah. They
I
read
want
about
to know.
magic.
I want to know if
Oh,
anyone goes out and tries it, then I want them to get in contact and say whether it
Yeah.
me?
works. Yeah,
Oh,
Or
yeah,
I'd
you,
try it.
Jess. Yeah.
I could try it for someone else, which I've never done.
Yes.
But I've only done it for
Yeah.
myself.
Hmm.
Carrot
Mm.
cake.
Carrot cake.
I
Just
want
Carrot cake for Jess.
carrot cake.
the cocktail your other half
The cocktail.
makes. I'm going to manifest that for myself.
Yeah.
I will I will mention the ingredients at some
Really?
point in the next podcast and
Okay.
then you can see what happens.
Yeah, see if
Yeah.
it comes out. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So there we
Lovely.
go. So yeah, that's my only answer. So yeah.
Okay.
I love that.
That is
Mm.
honestly not an answer I've ever heard to the
Oh
question
my
of writer's
goodness.
block as well.
I wanted to be special. You've made my
Oh, good
day.
job.
That's it.
Excellent.
There we
I think
go.
you've made that a podcast
Ah,
today.
yeah. So there we go. Yes.
Okay, so next question, we're going to go back to Nellie,
Mhm.
and she rediscovers her love for swimming in the
Yeah.
story. And we wanted to know, are there any passions that you had in your youth that you left behind and came back to later?
So when I was 11, I started a 5-year diary. So every day I did a diary entry for 5 years straight.
Oh,
I know.
wow.
And I have started that, and I've just passed my year anniversary. So only 4 more years to go. Yeah. But
Wow.
but I'm not doodling. And well, my younger self, as I call her, she doodled all sorts. But yeah, I'm trying to do a page every day. I'm
Yeah,
trying to beat my 5-year record. Don't know what I'm going to do with all this diaries once I've finished, but I'm going to do it.
that's
But yeah,
amazing.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Do
I
you
think it's
still have the
amazing
old
you managed,
ones?
to keep it like for 5 years
no.
as a teenager.
Well,
Yes.
I don't know because my mother claimed she'd thrown away all my school certificates and she hadn't.
Wow.
They were in a cupboard
Mm.
somewhere. So we never know. But I tell you what, it'd be gold dust because it was 5 years and it captured some of my early teen romances. And I'd
Ah.
love to go back to that, have a look through, you know?
Do you imagine the extracts you could like
Mm.
take out and
Mm, you
share?
Yes.
I
know?
bet you'd get. I followed a writer like ages ago when I think it was maybe like 2012 or something. There was a YA author, and I
Right.
really enjoyed her books. And that's what she did. She was
Mm.
redoing little bits of her diary
Oh,
from when she was like in high school, and they were just so yeah, it was
mm.
just fascinating to
Yeah,
read. I think because
honestly.
it was like genuine, like not not a kind of TV or movie version
No,
of American high school. It
no.
was like a real
Yeah,
real
Yeah,
high school,
proper.
and real
Yeah.
yeah,
like no communication, but there was a boy she
yeah.
liked and stuff, and it was really good.
And I think I captured in this diary, 'cause it must have done, is when my first boyfriend asked me out by flicking a note at me in English lesson.
Oh, classic.
And
Oh.
in the note it said, "Will you go out with me?" I remember running home with the note, telling the diary all about it. And then a week later, I got another note from him which said, "You're dumped."
Oh, oh my God.
Again, the diary heard all about
Oh,
it. So I just think that'd be
Yeah.
great, wouldn't it? Yeah,
oh, I
yeah,
bet those were
Such a
much darker
short, a
lines.
short
yeah.
romance. It would have
Yeah.
It
been
was.
like,
It
that's
was. Yeah.
Yeah.
amazing.
Oh.
Hmm.
Dumped by post-it.
Yes,
So-
I was asked out by note, flicked at my
yes.
ear, and then I was dumped by note
Yeah.
at my ear, which is great, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gone full circle.
It has. Yeah,
Like I said, I'm getting distracted again. I'm trying to think about questions. Sorry, this happens a
it's all
lot.
right. It's fine.
Mhm.
Don't worry.
Yeah. All right. So, Nellie's gift, she sees it as a curse. But if
Yes.
you could gain knowledge about a person just by touching them,
Yeah.
what would it be that you would like to have?
Oh, well, I've got two.
Hmm.
So, first of all, I thought the last lie they told, which I thought would be
Oh,
quite interesting.
juicy, juicy.
Mm.
Yeah,
But the
definitely.
best one was how, and this could be really quite dark, is how they see themselves.
Oh
Mm.
God.
I
That's
know.
really, really interesting
That's
because
what I thought. You could touch someone to see how they see themselves, but you could see all sorts, couldn't you?
yeah. I
Yes.
mean, it would be
Yeah.
amazing for like just gaining that perspective, give you more sympathy for some people, and for other people, not at
Mm.
Yeah.
all. You
Yeah.
No,
know?
exactly.
Oh.
I mean,
Yeah.
in your head, how you see yourself, it'd be amazing, wouldn't you? I mean, I always
Mm.
think when I'm singing, I in my head, I'm like Cher, you know? My husband tells me I'm not, but this is how
I,
I think it'd be really good, but also quite dark. I
yeah.
think dark as well.
It
Yeah,
could
you
be,
would
but I
see the
kind of I imagine that the person who could do it would actually feel quite a lot of confidence, like in contrast to Nelly,
Mm. Yeah, they
who
would, wouldn't they?
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
they'd probably feel quite like bolstered by the fact that not everybody's walking around feeling as amazing
No.
as they're showing. So
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. Or as
maybe.
they look, you see these beautiful
Yeah.
people, and maybe if you touch them, they didn't see themselves. You know what I mean? The
Yeah.
way, yeah, they come
Yeah.
across. Definitely. I thought it'd be
That
quite
is
interesting.
excellent. So
Yeah,
But
very
I
much
we're
think
gonna
so.
I also think the last lie one could be quite juicy.
that is a good one. Yeah.
Yeah,
I like that too.
yeah.
Excellent. Is that two more
Cool.
books that you're going to pitch to
Yeah, I was going to say, you've got
possibly
so many
there?
new little plots
Yeah.
coming out here.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Well, as we're speaking about that, actually,
Yeah.
so what is coming up next? You've got
Oh,
so
Dragons.
Every Time We Touch is out on the
yeah,
23rd of May,
yeah.
but you have
Oh,
more books coming, don't you?
I've got a classic coming in September.
Ooh.
Basically, I'm taking enemies to lovers to the afterlife. Oh, it's
Excellent.
just, yeah.
Here for it.
So basically, it's called The Time of My Afterlife because I want to basically have that. I've had the time of my life from Dirty Dancing soundtrack
Yeah.
every time I do a book promo. So I'm going for that.
Yes.
Awesome.
Oh.
Yeah.
So basically, Florence and Clark, childhood enemies for years, live opposite each other in the same street. There's a road accident. They're both knocked over. They go to the afterlife, and the afterlife say to them, "You can go back, but you have to change something." And the story is about them and the test the afterlife does to change something, and it's great. It's proper enemies to
Mm.
lovers, proper bickering. You really do want to slam these two together and say, "Come on, stop!" But under all this squabbling, there's always something in there which I love. Enemies to lovers, it's my favorite trope.
It is
Yes.
very,
Yeah,
very
I'm
fun
there.
to
Yeah,
write. Yeah,
yeah. But
absolutely.
but you just got to get into squabbling, I think.
Hmm.
Yeah, you got to if you're going to go for enemies to lovers, really go for it, like I've done.
Yeah, yeah. Well, this is it. The chemistry kind of comes out of the page then,
Mm,
doesn't it? You can see it just
yeah,
getting it building and
yeah,
building every
yeah,
little snarky comment. Oh,
yeah. Oh,
oh,
I like when
every
it
perfection.
eye
turns
roll.
though, as
Yes.
well. Like
Mm,
when it stops being like
yeah,
hate bickering and it turns into just like
yeah.
teasing bickering and
Oh,
it continues that dynamic. I like
I
that.
l- I love it because he always thinks he's right, and she is so stroppy and bossy, and oh. I'm really enjoying Miss Lovers. So there we go. So it's a real treat for you all.
Ah, well
Fabulous.
done. So when's that?
Yeah.
September. Thank you very much
Yeah,
September.
for the
9th
podcast.
September. Yeah, yeah. So you'll hit,
Okay.
not only I'll just be singing like, well, I'm singing, I might sing, but the Dirty Dancing, yeah, time of my life. That'll be good.
That's all good.
Okay.
As we
Well,
said, I've been singing it all day.
we're probably looking about doing our like other titles type party, aren't we, in that
Mm,
time? So it might
Mm.
work
mm.
out. I don't know if you've
Yeah,
Yes,
heard
yes.
what we said about that, but yeah, the
yeah.
sort of yeah, giving a boost to all the other books that are coming out around
That'd be
ACOTAR
good.
6.
Around the
So
ACOTAR, yeah. For
Oh,
yeah,
those with an ACOTAR
yeah,
hangover, we've got some other
oh,
choices.
that's it.
brilliant. Sounds
So
Mm.
great.
we'll make a note of that,
Yeah.
definitely. Oh, thank you so much for joining us, Lucy.
Thanks for having me.
Been
Thanks for
Oh,
such
having
a
you're
fun
me.
chat.
welcome.
And
Yeah. And
yeah,
if anybody wants me to manifest anything for them, let me
Please
know.
do, yeah, do
get in
message
touch.
us.
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah,
good point. Do you want to let
yeah.
people know where they can find you so that they can message
Yes,
you about
manifesting. Yes,
manifesting for you
Lucy Mitchell on
or find out
Instagram.
about your books? Yeah.
Yeah.
yes.
Lucy Mitchell author on Instagram. And yeah,
Mm,
all good for the manifesting. Let me know if it
excellent.
Excellent.
works.
Oh,
I love it.
love it.
You're just like on Instagram and keep it there. Is that good?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that is so smart.
So
So,
easy. Oh,
yeah, definitely.
Oh, thanks for having me. Really nice
Okay.
to
oh,
talk to
it's
you
been
both.
brilliant. And you?
Yeah. Thank you
And
very
yeah,
much.
that's been our final episode of season 12,
Sad
and
face.
we'll be back at the end of May when we begin season 13, which is our deep dives into two different series. We're going to have our first episode on Dark by Kat Kinney. So if you want to know what we're talking about, there is time to grab the book and sort of
Read
read
it.
along with us. We're going to do the first three in that season, that series, seasons and series. I'm getting so muddled up.
It's fine.
And then we're going to do the first three in The Female by Invi Wright.
Hmm.
And they're both available on KU if you haven't.
Yes.
So that makes it a little bit
Nice.
easier.
Awesome.
And yeah, that that's it,
Until
I
next time.
think.
Thank
Until
you very
next
much.
time. Thank you.
Manifest
Thank you.
people. Manifest.
Yeah.
Okay,
Bye
I
bye.
will. Thank you.
Bye.